Hey, I'm Mike. This is my little shop of hobbies. Today I'm in my hobby overflow room, the patio room. This is where I've got my HO scenery. That's what I'm going to be working on today. Um, I'm going to be doing all kinds of different hobbies along with the scenery type stuff. I'm going to be utilizing things that I find around the shop um, as much as possible. I do have to buy stuff, obviously. Um, but slot cars won't be the only thing I'm doing. I blind you. I just like hobbies, man. I built this little sim racer for Gran Turismo, and that was all scrap material in the shop. But started building this HO scene back last January. First time I ever got into any slot cars, never did as a kid, and now I've got a bunch of tracks. So on this one, I never did finish it, but I've got a bunch of areas that can still get work. All the sides I want to redo or do. I'm gonna clean up the track at the same time. So I'm gonna take the track out. I'm gonna leave the AGM, which is the very first track I ever got. This Aurora track, I got it from antique store, local. But this was my first track. I built the wave, the sand dune, and the mountain. And like 3 weeks later, the table went from 4x5 to now it's 8x6, 8.5x6, and it's got the Aurora around it. I've been done with it for a while. I haven't really messed with it. I've had little issues with it, but it's an old track, so I'm gonna take it out, clean it up, and then once that's done, then I'm gonna get back on the scenery. So, but I also have a bunch of 132nd stuff coming in, and I'm gonna restart my scenery for that and build that track out in the shop. So, like I said, I'm gonna be bouncing around to a bunch of different stuff. So, if you want to hang out, cool. If not, cool. But I'm gonna start ripping this out. So when I put this Aurora in, I didn't have the clips and pins, so I just screwed everything down. But a lot of the pieces I wasn't able to get them real tight, real close. So I didn't always have a real good connection. So all that's gonna get fixed because now I do have the pins and clips. And I also have a little magnet. Yay. I think there's probably going to be a couple pieces that I'm going to take out also. I don't know if I want to keep the squeezes and stuff in here for this HO track, for this scenery. This one to me is kind of like your train track. You hit start and kind of watch it. The inside one, you know, drive. And this one too, but I don't want to take out a bunch of my stuff. I've got the little steering wheel, Aurora steering wheel controllers for this, and turn it on, watch the cars go around, turn on the lights. But it's also been a pain in the butt driving on it, so it'll be more fun once those issues are taken care of. But if you don't have old tracks and you want to get old tracks, be prepared to be working on them. I am new to this hobby. It's only been a year. But I'm a hobbyist. I love hobbies. I learn hobbies, as many of them as possible. Crafts, creativity stuff. I like toys. This turn has always kind of been a pain in the butt, and I thought about maybe just not making it so sharp. There's a lot going on. That's always a place the cars like to come off. But like I said, this was the first track that I was doing. But then I got my 1/32, and they are faster. So I hadn't really been messing with this much. But once I get some of the bugs worked out, I will be. using it a lot more. Okay. I need you, please. Thank you. Want to break it as little as possible. See? Because I know I break. I am fortunate that my lovely wife has let me take this room over. This is the patio room I built a couple years ago. But I am also fortunate enough to have a shop. But it's not climate controlled real well. And I don't always feel good enough to go out there. So it's good to be in here working on this. And I've got so many areas that I just never finished. So get it functional and get it pretty. And now's the time to change or adjust anything that I don't like. So what are you doing? Are you gonna help me? I do my best. I do my best.
Go figure. I don't have the best memory. You know what? I still want to take that out. With the puppies. So I forgot that I made pens. I don't remember how many of them have it. Don't have clips, but I have clips now. I don't know if I want that counter in there. I've got, I know, those, my horrible attempt at making, my own piece. Yeah, anyways. That will get corrected. Alright. Here. Whew. It was about how much of a pain in the ass I thought it was going to be, actually. So, you know what? I forgot. I want to clean this stuff anyway, so it is all coming out. Put you in there. So don't. Oh, so I'm not overly concerned about having to replace any pieces because my uncles gave me all of their old stuff this summer. That was theirs from the 60s and 70s, and I've got a box of their buildings and all that stuff. A lot of them are busted up, so I'll eventually be fixing those. vacuumed out. Maybe doing some of the work before I put this back in, now that I'm thinking. Now that I'm thinking.